Are you ready for the best Kansas City Chiefs podcast? Welcome to the Chiefs Blitz podcast, brought to you by ChiefsBlitz.com, your top source for Chiefs news. Our podcast is produced by Bowtie Sports and hosted by Dick Athan, Lou Montagna, Andre Tillman, Hense Todd, and special contributor, Fox 4 sports reporter and anchor, Harold Kuntz. Please like and subscribe to our show. Now let's talk Kansas City Chiefs football.
All right, welcome to the next edition of the Chiefs Blitz podcast. I'm your host, Athan, with Mr. Lou Montagna, Andre Tillman, and Hense Todd. We are here in the official start of the league year, which will be probably while we're still on this podcast, 3 o'clock Central Time. All the teams have to be under the salary cap. All the deals they made Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday can be announced. Pictures will flow. Almost all the deals.
Maybe all of them.
We had a major snafu last night. We'll get into that. But start of free agency has begun. I think the Chiefs done very well. I think Veach has done a really good job of making the right decisions in the offseason. We all agree except for Coach Tillman.
Except for this guy.
Except for that guy, because he's still upset.
That's right.
Because
I love Leo. I'm just saying, I love Leo, man.
Can't afford all these guys. They right now they're going to have to move some money.
I see your face, Lou. I see your face, Lou. Look of disappointment.
Before we get started, we want to give a shout out to Ruben, Ken Sinclair, DS. Who else? It's one, whatever it is, 100. It's 100 Western. 100 Arms of the Angel for Western and Chiefs.
Shout out to the Italian baseball team led by 2 Kansas City Royals, the Pasquatch, and Jack Caglianone taking it deep. Let's go.
Hell yeah. Big up.
Big Royals making
not a single one of those. Not a single one of those kids was born in Italy, but I don't care.
As long as you're producing, that's all that matters, right, Lou? Producing.
Also, it's been a tough, off season for one of our co-hosts. We want to know how you feel, Lou. Leo Chanel's not coming back with the Chiefs. Teacup's been, gone. Your guys are gone. Are you still going to be a Chiefs fan?
Well, it still hangs in the balance here, Hence. We'll see what happens the rest of the offseason. Now, all kidding aside, I think that the Trent move I can see. I mean, that was kind of a business move that had to be made because if the Chiefs are truly going into this 2.0 version of Patrick's career and again, reshaping the team, this draft is going to have to maybe even outdo that 22 draft where everybody's gone now.
Yeah.
But Leo, that one really crushes me because it's not like he signed for an exorbitant amount of money. I can see, I would imagine Jeff Bassa, not exactly the same player, but that's kind of who they brought in to, I guess, take over Leo's spot, even though I truly believe Leo's going to be unlocked wherever he goes, and especially in that Dan Quinn defense. So, I'm sure disappointed. My guys, they're not here anymore.
Man.
The arms of the angel.
Wow.
So the real question,
kick me to the West Coast.
The real question is: do y'all in this panel still believe in Veach? Do y'all still believe in Veach?
God, dude,
do y'all still believe in Veach? I'm just saying, all the guys that we should have signed, they signed.
So of all the
green with envy, man, that's all you are is green with envy.
Internet trolls that are out there, Coach actually has a face and will do it out loud. So I guess we have to respect them for that. So I guess when your GM is Monty Austinfort, then the envy certainly does come.
Shout out to Monty, man.
And of course,
over there.
Of course, he's wearing the
also
sweatshirt.
Hold on. You forgot one other guy, Luke. You forgot your other guy, Joshua Williams.
Jalen Watson, Joshua Williams. Yeah.
Everybody that you love, man. Everybody.
Look at that. They are all gone.
Yes.
Except for Colossus.
Nazi, I think technically is still in play.
No, they had to tender him by yesterday, and they didn't do it.
If they, he can still sign him as a free agent.
He still can.
Not necessarily. I mean, some other team can obviously go ahead and get him now, but he's still in play, if you would. But the rest of the guys,
the only warrior left is George. The only warrior left is George.
I think. Who did Sky signed with somebody? Didn't
Sky signed with the
San Francisco?
No, he left San Francisco. He signed.
Okay.
Pittsburgh thing? Maybe Pittsburgh? I don't know.
Joshua signed with Tennessee.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Jalen and Cuffs, obviously, they're with the Rams, so they're like Super Bowl bound.
Brian Cooks with the Cincinnati Bengals.
Right, so he's got no shot. And Leo, God forbid.
Isaiah to the Lions.
Come on.
Najee Johnson.
So
Dame said Scott Moore went to Green Bay. He went to Green Bay.
To the Packers. That's right.
I saw that he signed with somebody else. So obviously the kid still has some skills.
They got 2 Super Bowls out of that class.
Hey, Scott Moore. Hey, Scott Moore, your boy believe in you still, Scott Moore. Go out there and produce, man. Go out there.
Now, what y'all think about Isaiah Pacheco going to Detroit? Is it going to be Sonic and Knuckles all over again, or Sonic and?
I mean, he got above league minimum at $1.8 million, so I guess that's pretty good for him.
Yeah, I think with Drew Petzing, is a run first style. Like he like to run the ball more, so I think him and Gibbs would be a good little bunch.
Read the line of scrimmage, so
he can probably read that line. Shit.
Sonic and nobody. I think at the end of last year, I think the lines kind of told you where they were going. Yeah, and the fact that they only paid Pops $1.8 million, I mean, that's barely backup money. So, I wouldn't be shocked, if they drafted one and maybe Pops doesn't make the team. I that's probably in play just because of how much or how little they did pay him. So we'll see. But I think they're going to have to change that. I think it's all Sonic now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, I was thinking about that yesterday. I said, man, I watched what's going on. My guy Lou. We did talk yesterday, but let's talk about what me and Lou was. I called him last night. I didn't get an understanding of it. Like I never seen it happen in the NFL. Mm-hmm. But Maxx Crosby. You know what I mean? The Ravens. Get their first round picks back. How this is going to work out, the Raiders already signed what's his name, so then they got their number 14 pick back. So, I never seen this done. So,
right, I think and I think we shared this last night. I think the most famous one out there, and it was a free agent where it looked like the Dolphins were all set to sign Drew Brees, and then between the doctors and Nick Saban. I mean, if you hear Nick Saban tell the story, he took the word of the doctor. But he then goes to New Orleans, and obviously the rest is history. There have been other trades that have been rescinded based on the medicals, but it's never been one this big, right? So the Ravens were completely in their rights to do what they did because none of these deals are official until ink is on paper, and the soonest that can happen is, as Nick said, 3:00 East or 3:00 Central time today, and that's when the old deals, the previous year's deals end, and the new ones are signed. So it's a bad look, and I think I mentioned this to Hense last night. It's a bad look for the Ravens because it looks kind of shady. And I think other GMs are certainly looking at this, maybe looking at them a little bit differently. Agents, for sure, are looking at them thinking, wait a second, what's happening here? But I guess when they did look at the need, I think Baltimore is a pretty well-run place, right? And they did their due diligence. But my thinking is the first time they got a chance to see maybe how much damage there was, or maybe they saw something else in the knee that gave them a little pause, they said, wait a second, there's no way we can send 2 first-round picks and feel confident that this guy is going to, play the next few years for us. Didn't hurt that Trey Henderson was still sitting out there, right? And hadn't signed a deal yet. So it just looks really bad, but It's all above board. The league has nothing to do here. Everything was within the rules. It just looks really bad for the Ravens and their relationships. And those GMs, the next time they go to deal with Baltimore, that's got to be in the back of their mind.
Yeah. Go ahead. What you about to say, Nick?
Well, what's interesting, and you just posted that image, but what was interesting about this whole deal was the Baltimore Ravens medical staff spoke to the Cowboys medical staff to determine the viability of that knee. I found that came across the wire today. I just found that absolutely. So there's Jerry Jones in there. He's scoping the knee out. He's banging on it. He's pulling on it.
Hey, that's the guy that did Patrick's surgery. So let's not bang on him too much.
There you go. He didn't do too well in John Hamm's character in Landman. He couldn't save him. But, I think
it's on his deathbed, Nick.
I know.
My God.
I'm just messing with it. I'm in a mood. I think it's you're right, Lou. There's nothing the league can do, but it's a bad look on the Ravens. I mean, they're negotiating with Hendrickson supposedly, and Hendrickson's saying, well, yeah, you're going to pair us together. And he's like, yeah, sign me up. I'm all in. And, then this thing unraveled. The Raiders now are on the hook for all the contracts and all the money that they've decided over, the last
not
2 days.
necessarily.
Well, hold on.
Because now
let me finish.
It could turn that.
They made the announcement that they're going to honor the deals. Now it could change. Right. There could be a couple of players that decide, you know what, maybe I'm going to go elsewhere. I don't want to be in this shit show. And I think if I'm an NFL general manager and it comes to draft time, I doubt very seriously that I'm going to be trading with the Baltimore Ravens for anything, players or move up and draft or anything like that. The phones are going to go silent because the GMs don't like this. And they're a pretty salty bunch and they have pretty long memories.
Yeah.
And, you look at all the issues that guys like Bill Belichick had being this quote unquote GM, making all the decisions. A lot of teams wouldn't negotiate with him. I think you're going to find the same thing. Again, the Ravens did nothing wrong. It's just poor execution. They fired their coach. They've lost a lot of players already. And you just have to go back to last year and how they, lied about the injury to Lamar Jackson from week to week to week. And they just weren't. It's just not a good look for the NFL. It's not a good look for the Ravens. And again, I don't think Hendricks is as good a pass rusher as Crosby or overall player. I think Crosby's really good against the run.
I don't think it's close.
Yeah, and I think that's a lot of money to pay a 30-year-old who has had some injury concerns, but so is Crosby. So at the end of the day, I don't give a crap what the Ravens do or what the Raiders do. It doesn't affect my world at all.
Well, it kind of does because again, there's only 32 of them, and you have to work with them at some point. And a lot of these guys, you start going the connective tissue. All these GMs at one point or another, they've somehow crossed paths, or they're different trees that they come from, have some relationships there. So yeah, that's the tough part. But at the end of the day, they do get their pass rusher, and we'd like to see that contract. Apparently, it's 4 years, $112 million. I think 80 of it might be guaranteed, so it might be more like 2 years, 80 million. So I don't know if Trey Hendrickson's ever going to see all that money.
No.
But no, in terms of the overall athlete and just overall ability of said player, Crosby is much better. Right? I'm
gonna say this real quick, man. The issue is now how they handled the injury. They knew Maxx Crosby was hurt before they even did the deal. They already knew he was hurt. So that falls back on the Ravens. They already knew. So that's on the Ravens. Y'all knew he was already banged up. Y'all knew he was coming off surgery. Y'all knew that. So that made them look bad.
Yeah, that's not. I don't think that's an issue at all. I think once they saw maybe the severity of it, they're like, this is a lot worse than we were led to believe, or that we thought, or whatever. So, and who knows? Maybe Bisciotti, this is the first time he really got involved and said, listen, we're given 2 number ones, and we're not sure if this guy's going to be ready.
It's a meniscus tear. That's it.
But here's the thing is, what Maxx Crosby can do.
They did. It was a reconstruction, and there's no that's it about it, Nick. He played on it for like 8 weeks after he hurt it. So he may have he may have screwed up some other things. Although now his surgeon, the famous Neil Elatrash from LA, who I think he did Kobe's Achilles, he did Aaron's Achilles. So I mean, he's kind of out there, and he was really giving kind of a good report about where Maxx is right now and the health of the knee and everything else. But then he also said that he understood the Ravens' point of view and whatever. So he's trying to protect himself in terms of his business. But no, I think Maxx will be fine. And as far as those players that signed with the Raiders, if Maxx is on the team,
you good.
Now all of a sudden that contract looks even better because, hey, we got a chance now. So it was just kind of a bomb that dropped in the middle of the negotiating period that no one could have envisioned.
Right.
Yeah, I never seen nothing done like that. And for the Raiders, I know Nick said he ain't worried about it. They just signed some good pass rushers and a good defensive player. I like what they was doing over there. And now you add Maxx Crosby back in that mix.
Maxx not going to play for the Raiders this year. 100%.
You don't know.
Not a chance.
No, I'm just saying.
I don't think he's going to have a say because it's going to be tough, especially with teams that were involved that like made moves and whatever. And now all of a sudden, I think the Raiders are not going to lower their price, if you will.
They'll have to.
No, they don't.
They missed out on 2 additional free agent signings today because of this situation.
Right, but he is under contract, so he doesn't get a say. And if they can't find a deal that they like, he's not going to not space. He's not going to not play.
He's not going to want to play there after all this. You traded me away. You didn't want me. Now this.
Well, he asked for the trade. He wanted
to ask for the trade, Nick.
He did. He did ask for the trade, Nick.
Yes, he did.
What the fuck? He did.
He asked for the trade. He wanted to get traded. He's still.
So it wasn't that they didn't want him. They were trying. They were trying to appease him, but they weren't going to. They're not going to take less. They're not going to take less than value now.
Yes, they will.
Nick don't want Maxx Crosby in the kingdom. That's all it is. That's all it is.
Hold on.
I know.
Who's the happiest guy? I think Joe Burrow might be the happiest guy.
Yeah, Burrow's got to be the happiest because he would have gotten 10 sacks against Burrow.
He doesn't have to see him twice a year.
Yeah, good reason. Get Maxx Crosby out of that division.
But no, somebody might come across with a good deal and something that is maybe comparable, but it's just hard right now because all these teams have already spent their free agent money for the most part, and it's going to be hard to create that on your own cap space.
That's why
it looks like the Chiefs might be able to do it, but I also think that if Maxx moves on, he's probably looking for a new deal as well. So it's gonna get,
he will not play for the Raiders. And you mark it 2/10 Wednesday, March 11th.
It's gonna get weird.
I don't know about you. I don't know about marking with you, Dick.
I don't know. That might be coming. That might be coming from the same source that told us Tariq Woolen was a done deal.
Brees Hall,
but not in Philadelphia.
I don't know.
Well, other news, go ahead. Go ahead, Nick. Go ahead, Nick. Go ahead.
All right. With the new NFL league year upon us and with the Chiefs being active on day one, 2 names I'd find a path to get deals on would be Packers offensive tackle Rasheed Walker and Bills edge AJ Epinesa.
There you go.
I think there's some talk that the Chiefs have been pretty active in free agency trying to find another tackle to play right tackle. He has not signed yet. The Chiefs were rumored to be in on Rasheed Walker about a week and a half or 2 weeks ago. And we were all like, what? So obviously it looks like, if they are not happy with Jalen Moore or think he can be the right tackle, they're not ready to give Ace Apole the start, get a veteran guy, put him at right tackle. You've got a big boy offensive line. And I think it would be really wise. And as far as Epinesa goes, he's had some injury issues, some talk about some suspension potentially, but whatever it is, for a bad Bills defense, he got 8.5 sacks last year for the time that he was on the field. And I think he'd be a terrific addition for the Chiefs. And I'm looking at, what they could possibly do. They still have some cap space. They're probably over the cap with their signings right now. So they're probably going to have to manipulate the cap here shortly. But those are 2 guys that I look at. Corners are gone pretty much. The slot corner that the Packers are letting go used to be with the Raiders. His name has escaped me. Would be another choice. But we'll see. I would like to have seen the Chiefs hit all the marks before the draft, so they have really all the ammunition in the world to be as aggressive as they want to with those 2 first-round picks, the extra third-round pick next year, to be able to maneuver up and down. But listen, we can all agree, I think, the edge rusher market, there's a lot of money thrown around. And I don't think Epinesa would take that much.
No.
I told y'all 2 shows ago that, hey, they locked in on Felix. Felix is their edge rusher. They're going to do shit. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, I showed y'all the tape that Felix did do stuff.
You showed us a game.
I'm saying.
All of a sudden he's going to wake up in year 4 and say, I'm that guy now.
Hey.
I'm just saying,
like
it happens.
Bill Walsh once famously said, "Hey, if I see you do it once, I can coach you to do it all the time." So
right.
I don't know if that's going to happen with Felix, but AJ gives me a lot of like George vibes, so that's maybe might be duplicating kind of.
As a depth piece,
right? I mean, that would be if they're
not a starter.
I would say they would bring him in if they're not confident in Ashton elevating, in Felix elevating, something like that. Because again, I my thought is they're going to go heavy edge in the draft, probably draft 2 of them, maybe 2. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked. It was like 2 of those first 3 picks where it was an edge player. But they've got any number of ways to go with the draft, and that's the beautiful thing right now is that they've kind of put themselves in a position with the extra picks that they can go fill some of the, whether they want to hit the corner market very hard, whether they want to hit the edges, safety. So it's I think they've set themselves up well. But again, now you got to hit on those picks, and those kids got to be able to play fairly.
Got to play.
I think it's just dead pieces for the Chiefs, man. Like I said, AJ really don't shock me for real. Like I said, just like another George. Walker, don't know what they're gonna do with Posa. Was it Posa? Nick? With the Issa Posa. Issa Poe. My bad, Issa Poe. Issa Pole. Doesn't matter, Nick. I'm messing with you, but
you called him Issa Pole for like 6 months. So
I know. I had to be corrected by Lou. That's how long it takes Emily to get something in my mind that I got to change.
Nick need to find some strength all of a sudden because your takes, Nick. Your intel be off. Honestly though, I do believe just a dead piece, man. I mean, if they want to go for the minimum, why not? Right? Why not? So.
Well, I don't think it's going to be minimum, but he would. I would imagine he's going to command probably similar to what Leo got in Washington. I would imagine that type of contract he'd be up for. Rasheed Walker is the one that really is interesting because it seemed like his market might be a little bit more robust coming into the negotiating period, and it doesn't look like he's going to get what he's looking for. So that might be one of those
would you take him though, Lou? If you had the opportunity,
it might be one of those 1 year prove it deals, maybe like 1 year, 20 million or just a number that would befit a starting right or left tackle in the NFL. And that would be minimum, right? So if the Chiefs are willing to do that, but cap space is going to be weird. So they might want to
find out cap space like about 45 minutes,
2 years and maybe extend it out. But I thought his market would be more robust right now. So to answer your question, Coach, I would say, if it was like that 1 year, 2 year thing, where they're not breaking the bank for this guy. It's not that as far as the draft is concerned, it seems like a lot of these guys would be good right tackles or swing tackles, which fits for the Chiefs, but are they really willing to spend a number 9 pick on somebody like that and pass up on a greater talent at a different position.
Both tackles could be there at 9, even if they trade down to 12 or 13. They probably both are going to be there.
I mean, to me, again, that's my opinion is I don't know that any of them are worth the 9th pick.
Yeah. I'm not.
Now, others may disagree, but, and you've heard me use this a lot, economics background, opportunity cost. It's not so much that it's just that 9th pick.
Mm-hmm.
If you think that could be a starter and he'll be okay for us, but here's a guy that can play safety for 10 years and maybe make all pro a few times, I'd rather take him because that's the upside and that, or a different position, or a wide receiver or an edge player, something like that. So a lot of options. And I think it's the draft is going to be pretty big for the Chiefs, and I think everybody sees that.
Yeah, man.
Well, besides that,
some bets cut between in the next 24 to 48 hours too.
I know everybody's talking about Walker and the other people that we signed, but I think this signing here is going to be probably one of the how did the Chiefs get this guy? How they let him go to the Chiefs? Go ahead, Lou. This kid, I played with the Chargers and the Ravens and what?
Yeah, he was traded from Baltimore or vice versa from Chargers. The Chargers. Basically, Harbaugh trade, however you look at it, right? And the ink pen is on fire. This is going back a couple of days, but Brett's putting on a masterclass. My goodness, the superlatives.
Strong.
The Chiefs have officially secured elite speed on offense and a field general for the defense. So this may be that kind of Justin Reed type signing here.
Mm-hmm.
But we're talking about Tyquan as well. 2-year deal coming up. Nearly $15 million, which is great for Tyquan based on where his career was going. Yeah. And then the player we've been talking about, Alohi Gilman. 3 years, 24.75, 15 guaranteed. And yes, this is the ultimate spag safety. Chess piece. You can use them in the box. You can use them, center field, however you want it, wherever you want to put him. And he's just a playmaker. So that's a good one.
So basically, just a good chess piece. Just a good chess piece.
And the Pro Football Focus, I know y'all probably don't look, Drake, the numbers on Pro Football Focus, he 90.1 and pass coverage. 6 a month safeties. You know what I mean? So I think this is a better signing than what they had back there at Cook. I know I gave Cook some love.
No, definitely. Yeah.
But you know what I mean? I watched this kid tape last night. I watched before the show, and the kid got coverage skills, speed to the ball.
Yeah.
He's gonna be just like they use Reed that went over to the Saints. I think the Spags can use him just like they did with Reed as well. So just giving a guy to the backfield that can cover. Some people said, the tackling can be questionable. But other than that, man, I feel like this could be a perfect steal for the Kansas City Chiefs in the late night hours.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think he's better than Cook. I think he's the field general in the back end that Spags needs for this defense to be successful. And I think that's important. You got some young safeties there, some guys, are going to have to really step up their game. I'm assuming safety is going to be a high need in the first, second, or third round for Kansas City. But I watching the film on him, I mean, this was a late night edition, so I'm scrambling, watching videos and trying to get some information on him. And I think he's a perfect fit. And it didn't cost them too much, and it's very similar to the contract as Lou said, that they gave their former safety. So, and Justin. So I like this move a lot. I think the Chiefs did well to kind of add a grown up in the backfield.
Yeah, for what they spent and what the role he's going to play. I mean, the value certainly is there. So that was a good move.
Also, I'm gonna get to this right here. Western said today CBS has Chiefs taking Sonny Styles at 9. Would y'all agree with that? Would y'all agree with Sonny Styles at 9? Him there at 9. Would y'all agree with that, Luke and Nick?
Well, I guess it depends on who went ahead of him. I'd imagine maybe some of the other positions they were looking at, guys went, and then they just can't pass up on the value. I mean, just the athleticism, we saw that at the combine, but you just watch him play at Ohio State, going from safety to linebacker and really turning into one of the best in the country, right? And he could play in a lot of different places. You talk about a chess piece, style would be that. And if you think, we're looking at linebacker and just increasing the athleticism, that would be a big boost. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to turn down the player. I'd like to see the first 8 that went ahead of him. But if he's sitting there at 9, I wouldn't, it would be hard to turn him down.
Yeah, I mean, Ohio State, that pedigree, has done very well in the National Football League. I think he'd be a terrific addition. I can see Kansas City with that 9th pick going linebacker. I could see them going tackle. I think if wide receivers there, I mean, they could get the first wide receiver off the board. It's very possible at 9. So they're going to have a lot of options. And I think when you look at a player like this, it's a big area of need right now for Kansas City. And I think it makes sense. Again, the way the Chiefs have done their free agency period, they've got a lot of options now. And there's no more wondering if Leo's going to be there, and there's no more wondering if they're going to cut Drew Tranquill. I mean, he's there to stay. So
styles might end a lot of, or certainly cut into a lot of Drew's playing time if they do take him.
I said we got somebody new joining in. Go ahead, get to the name, Nick.
Alexis
from Texas.
250.
And it rhymes.
Well, thanks, Alexis. We appreciate you coming on. And we love your comments.
Tip to you. Also, let's get to what Sam said here before I move on to the next person. Go ahead, Dre.
Seeing the moves the Chiefs are making is going to be real interesting to see what they grab at 9, because at this point we don't know. You damn right we don't know.
We don't know if they're going to pick at 9.
Shit, corner. You need tackles, ends, receivers. Who knows?
Man, the Commanders are killing it, dude. How many more guys can they sign today?
Or maybe a quarterback. Shoot, Mahomes still back.
Who they got, Luke? Who they got, Nick?
Let's see. The Commanders have signed a tight end, Okonkwo from the Titans. The tight end. I know I'm butchering his last name, but I've never been good with names anyway. So let's see who else.
Young player. He was ascending. I mean, he had a good year last year.
The rumor is that Brandon Ayuk, who's going to be cut from the 49ers, is going to be probably heading to the Commanders in free agency. I'll get the other names here in a minute while you guys keep yakking. I'll look it up. They got the safety Nick Cross as well. I mean, they're slaying it. I mean, they're spending some serious money to improve that roster now.
Then they're gonna get Love. You know what I mean? Pick number 8.
They could get Love.
Number 7. But other than that,
I think he's going to. I think it's a done deal. He's going to Titans.
Yeah, I think that's probably is it. Well, also the D tackle we didn't get the chance to talk about. What's his name? From the New England Patriots, going to be next to Chris Jones. I think that's a good signing as well. Have you guys watched any tape or anything
That's
about?
That's a big man. Well, I watched a lot of football, so I watched him play last season,
right?
And in the Super Bowl. So, but no, he's a big dude, run stuffer. That's exactly what the Chiefs are looking for. Just basically eat up in the middle, play first and second down for the most part. You're not going to get a lot of pass rush out of this kid, but for what he does, he's just a strong guy. These Polynesian dudes, I mean, it's scary sometimes, right? I mean, they get the chip on their shoulder, they play their asses off, and they're strong as can be. So gotta love that.
So basically, no pass rush, a guy that can really have.
You just want to space. Khyiris Tonga is just a space eater. I mean, he's going to be able to do that first and second down. He's going to get out there and and create the havoc. He was really close to signing a deal with the Patriots at the end of last year, but something fell through and it never worked out. And this is, as Hense said, he's a warrior. I mean, this is a glue guy, and plus he can be a backup fullback or be the fullback and creating a little space for Mr. Walker in the goal line or maybe Kareem Hunt, who I'm hearing is probably going to come back on a 1-year deal. So I love the move. I mean, the opening salvo of free agency with the early signings. I mean, the Chiefs got really, obviously we talked about Walker on Monday, but Tonga's a guy that they needed. And this gives Omar Norman Lott time to get ready. He's coming off ACL surgery. They've asked him to put more weight on. He's going to have the proper time to do it, not in training camp, to be able to kind of be that defensive tackle, nose tackle that they need to be able to rotate in and out. So I think that I like the Chiefs defensive line better today than I did when free agency started, but they still need pass rushing help, and I'm not sure where that's going to come from at this point.
Felix, sir, I've been saying
certainly going to come from either the roster or the draft.
I understand.
I don't know that there's. I don't know. Well, I don't
Felix coming out of nowhere.
Trade market left, or they really want to deal a bunch of picks for guys. So I think that ship sailed in the early part of free agency here. So,
man, who still believe in Felix? Everybody in the comment section, who believes in Felix? That man haven't even touched the surface. He only had one good game, one good spark, man.
I still believe.
We'll see. We'll see what happens during summer football, man. See if he comes. If he's there in shape, doing things.
Lou and Nick watched a lot of football, and we have too. You got to. Sometimes it takes guys a little longer, and sometimes that one time in that year it goes around, that guy comes out and shows up. You can look at it's a lot of players that Sam Darnold.
Chiefs claims nobody believes in Felix.
Nobody believes in Felix, sir.
Felix is toast.
Hey, nobody, everybody feel the same way. What have you done? What have you done since you been drafted, man? What have you done?
Right. So he's basically starting at zero with anybody that they draft, but he's already been in the system. So he may have, a leg up, but it remains to be seen. Yeah. We don't know what we're going to get. I don't think anybody's out here claiming he's going to fill in that spot and be a starter. So we'll see. We'll give him a chance to prove himself and see what happens. But
Crystal, I love you, Crystal, but right now, man, I don't know. Nobody believes in the guy, except for this guy over here with the yellow hat on, man. They believe he believes in him, man.
I was watching some of the tape. I said, college tape.
From when?
NFL game
from high school.
He's watching old college tape.
He played well at Kansas State. He had a couple good years.
That was a good one, Nick.
Come on.
Whatever, Nick. Hey, what? Yeah, we gonna get it. I was watching some of his tape from
Felix doesn't deserve any of this.
Listen, he's been injured. He wasn't a first rounder. That was the draft.
He said I never heard of him. He said
that was the draft. That was in Kansas City, and I think with all the fans there,
Jaron Mitchell, never heard of him. Okay, nice.
I think they were all going, well, he's a good player from Kansas State, but he's undersized, and
you don't really.
Come on, Nick, guys, listen. My man been hurt, has been productive, man. Like,
why is this even a talking point?
Because Lou, your boy with the yellow hat on did it. The boy with the yellow hat did it. He did it.
I brought it up because they said who's going to be the pass rusher. I said, hey, Felix can come out of nowhere. We've seen players go to it takes time for some players, and he can come out of nowhere.
But how much time? How much time though?
This year could be the year. I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, he hasn't had a ton of snaps. So I mean, you can look at it as when he was drafted, but since he's been on the team, he really hasn't had a ton of snaps. So that's part of it too, is their lack of experience. So again, he's got to be healthy enough and play a lot in the summer games and in the preseason games, whatever you want to call them. And hopefully he shows something.
Felix coming.
Jason just went to the Commanders too. So
Felix coming. But other than that, we got a red dot that's coming on Lou's topic.
We got a red dot today?
Oh, we have a red dot every Wednesday, Nick.
Yeah,
this is the 8th one. 8 weeks in a row we're doing this. My goodness, how many of them are there? It's unlimited. Let me tell you that. So here we go. These are guys that typically aren't going to be a first round pick. Although this guy, he might 29 might be a sweet spot for him. But anyway, these are guys that stand on the table type guys you want on your team. May not be the superstars that go, like I said, in the top half of the first, but we'll definitely see him. Might be more of a day 2 pick, but here we go. Chris Johnson. Yes, Chris Johnson. Not CJ2K. No, he is a corner from San Diego State. 6 feet, 193 pounds. Was a 3-star recruit coming out. Played all 4 years at San Diego State, so that's kind of an anomaly anymore. Most guys have transferred or played for 6 years or whatever. But had a good combine, 4.40. His 10-yard split was 1.54. Not great, but not awful either. 38 vertical, 10.6 on his broad, 17 reps. So he's got a little bit of strength, got some lower half explosion. Positives, scheme versatile. He can also play inside or outside. So zone, man, I think he could probably handle either one. Although he has played mostly in a zone scheme at San Diego State. Footwork is clean, natural, transitions well, recovers well, great ball skills. Had 4 picks this past year. 2 of them he took back to the house. And again, like I said, he played all 4 years at San Diego State. Tax blockers. He's a real good wrap-up tackler. So there you see him making that one of those plays, and to the crib he goes. Some issues with big-bodied wide receivers. Stop me if you've heard that before, but who doesn't?
Right.
Big backs sometimes might drag them a bit. So again, strength, I'm not going to say is an issue, but certainly being in an NFL training room is not going to hurt him one bit. What else we got here? Like I said, he did play a lot of zone defense at San Diego State, but still very disciplined in his man coverage and just like I said before, in transitions and recovery. So he has the skills to do it. He just didn't do it a lot in college. But I think he's one of he could be like another Noel Williams type. But again, I think he might be bottom of the first would be his ceiling, but the floor, I don't think he gets out of the second or third round. He does not get out. I don't think he gets out of the second round. Yeah. Now the competition in the Mountain West may not be the greatest. So again, you got to take all this with a grain of salt, but he shows enough on tape, and what he did at the Senior Bowl as well as the Combine, I think shows you that he belongs in this group. So looking at more corners for obvious reasons. Chiefs is a great position of need. So if they were to take one at 9, I would not be shocked. If they came back and took one again at 40, I would not be shocked there either. And if they didn't take one at 9, they're certainly looking at 29 and 40 at corners. So Chris Johnson, San Diego State, look for him. Look for the red dot on his forehead.
So let me ask you this, Lou. So looking at that, do you believe? Because I don't think you mentioned what did he primarily play? Did he play more on the inside or more on the outside?
Both, mostly the boundary corner, because in college football, because of the hashes, they have that. The ball normally is on one side or the other. He was playing more like the short side of the field, if you would. So, but he was equally played both. He played on the inside, played on the outside too.
Yeah, there he's on the inside.
So basically what I like about him is he competes. You know what I'm saying? Like I know, a lot of these small corners have trouble against big receivers, but he competes, and that's what you want from a corner, from a guy of his size.
If you look at the film, he already does something a lot of Chiefs corners haven't done in the last few years. He turns and faces the quarterback. So they can see where the ball goes.
Easier when you're playing zone, Nick. Come on, give him a
Hey,
but he does. But the one thing he does catch it. He does catch it.
He catches the ball. Hey, real quick,
some of those don't.
Jerron Mitchell. He asks Chris Johnson or Pons. I got Pons. Pons is a dog.
I think Pons is a great player. Now he's even smaller. I mean, he is. He's under 6 feet. I think he's closer to like 5'8" or 5'9". Nope. So you got to be willing to deal with that. He's not going to get any taller. So if you're good with that, he certainly has the skills. And I think, again, a lot of these corners that we'll talk about, they're all kind of bunched. So you might, the guy that you take at 29 or that you really like at 29, he might end up being there in the middle of the second round.
Yeah.
Or vice versa, a guy that you like in the second round, and all of a sudden some other team likes him more so at the top of the second round or at the end of the first. So
hey guys, the Chief
Blitzers,
the Chief Blitzers, they love him Pons. You put Pons in the slot.
No,
put that boy in the slot. Let that boy get busy, boys.
Pons is from Mizzou, right?
Nah, Pons, Indiana, the champions.
Indiana. So a lot of these guys, a lot of the rankings or the scores or how you have them stacked, a lot of these guys are going to be pretty close. So you get from like 15 between like picks 15 to 50. You look at like 10 teams boards, they're going to look different all over the place because they're so closely regarded in terms of, how you have them stacked and where you have them ranked as a player. So it's not that big of a difference.
True. They asked him his size and height and size, Luke.
I'm not. I think he's right, like 5'9", maybe even 5'8". He's not a tall man. Pons.
I'm talking about Chris. Chris
Johnson. I think he measured at the combine at even 6 foot.
Yeah, there you go, John. 4'4". He's got speed. He'd be a terrific replacement for Jalen Watson.
For Washington, because they got they starting Pro Bowl corner in the Golden Jacket kid, Noah Williams. He's going to be starting next year.
I'm hearing a rumor that they might put at 2 or 3 corners on the field.
Yeah, he doesn't have to do it all.
They're not going with just one guy. So,
whatever, sir.
Although we know Noel Williams could cover the entire field by himself. We're gonna play with a few corners.
Hey, I'm just saying though, you put Pons in the slot, you put Noah Williams on the outside, you put the other guy. What's the other DB on the outside the Chiefs picked up that played well at the end? What's his name? Fulton. Okay, Fulton. You put Fulton and Noah on the outside. You put Pons in that slot position.
Pons isn't going to be the guy.
Shit.
I take Scott from Miami over Pons all day long.
Hell no.
Scott over Pons. That's a fitting. That's a perfect fit, bro.
I heard another rumor that Keontae Scott is the number one gold jacket corner. So that tracks.
I don't know what you heard.
Just said that tracks.
Look at the hat. Look at the hat.
Speaking of the red dot guy, man, I like to find Lou. I like how you playing here. As I was watching the tape, look how his hips turn to the ball, turn back around, knock the ball out of the kid's hand, and we're also out here the back pedal, keeping eyes on quarterback and receiver, cut out, faked it out, came back and picked the ball off, and that's how you play DB, man. You want to make it seem like your guy's open, but still, that's that Marcus Peter type. I like to see from corners. You make your guy look open, and you come back and you bite the quarterback in the end. And he did the same thing right here. He made the kid look open, and he came back and knocked the ball right out. Wow. See that's why that's what I like to see. And also on this play here at the bottom here, he did the same thing. He looked it open, came off the guy. That's Marcus Peter type of stuff. He had the guy coming here down the field, man. You go back and watch. Look. He had the guy. He had his guy here. He released him, let him go, came back and picked the ball off.
He read the quarter. He read the quarterback, jumped the route, and there you go.
It was a bad throw. Hold on. All this we seen all this too. I like Chris Johnson, but we looking for that dog. Hey,
he's a dog.
Hey, yellow cat. You know what a dog looks like when you look at Pond, sir.
I give you your props.
He can't even see over the pond.
I give you your props, Luke. He's a dog. This is the third corner that Lou brought to me. And I wasn't watching. He brought the kids from Washington, and now
I think he's a dog. Abney the second from Arizona State. I think he was the red dot last week. Mm-hmm. I think he's a little shorter, but again, just it depends on how you want to play it, who's available. But I think any of these guys would be great for the Chiefs.
Brandon Flowers is Pons, like him or Brandon Flowers. I like that Crystal Brandon Flowers, Pons similarities. Listen, Pons a dog. I don't give a damn about zone playing, all the other shit. He's a hitter. He can cover. He can grill. He gonna give you some work.
He ain't better than Scott.
Yeah, he's better than Scott. He's better than Scott.
I mean, you see that. I think they really the Chiefs. I think made a little bit of an exception
because I was right.
Made a little bit of an exception with McDuffie for being the under 6 foot corner.
Yeah, I think they did.
But I think their typical prototype is at least 6 feet tall, some length. So I like Pons too. I just think that they might be looking at somebody with a little more size.
Yeah, but again, like Dre said, I'm gonna go back to this. Dre said the kid was it was an overthrown ball, and I don't think it's overthrown ball. I'm gonna get right back to the play. As you can see here, the receiver right here is going off. He's covering his guy. He released him and come back.
The ball was overthrown, man.
But he released off the guy and came back, man.
I get it. It's a good play, but it was overthrown.
It was overthrown. But other than that, man, let's lose red dot. And what was his name again for everybody if they just click?
Chris Johnson.
I got him at pick 40 for the Chiefs in the second round.
That might be a good spot for him. Right,
I already did my mock draft.
Second round, bottom of the first, top of the second. I think that's where you'll see him.
Yeah. All right. I know that we talking about corners. I think the Chiefs probably go both Tennessee corners, right? You know what I mean? They get the kid that Patrick Mahomes took a picture with. You know what I mean?
Jermod McCoy is like an enigma, man.
Yeah, I don't know anything.
I'm assuming he's now again. We assumed he was going to work out at the. He wasn't able to do his thing at the Senior Bowl. Wasn't able to do his thing at the Combine. He tore his knee in January of 24, I believe. Or no, of 25. Yes, of 25. So it's been over a year. So that Tennessee Pro Day, now in his absence, Colton Hood's game took off. You said the other corner from Tennessee. So you can certainly see Colton Hood. They may have two. Again, if you feel because McCoy's got all the measurables, played great before the injury, everything. So both those kids could certainly be first round picks. But Hood, I think, might be the preferred one because he's been on the field and playing and he's been healthy. I would go that way. But other kid,
Lou, let me ask you this, Lou. Go ahead.
The kid that got hurt from Tennessee, a lot of people had him compared to the Sauce Gardner. You know what I mean? Like they said, he was Sauce Gardner as he was, the type of kind of player that Sauce Gardner was before the injury. So if you
healthy, he's probably the first corner off the board.
So if you're getting that, I'm the Chiefs. I'm taking my shot at that. You know.
This is where buyer beware. You got the medicals, the doctors got to check them out and all that stuff.
So Lou. So I'm asking you this, Lou. To play the slot position as corner, you have to be a little smaller, a little shiftier to play in the slot, right?
Typically, yeah.
You got to. So that's what I'm saying. If you get a guy that can tackle, that has speed, that can cover, he's perfect for that position.
It's too short.
You gotta be 5'9" to play slot.
No, I'm sorry.
Not necessarily.
Ain't too many guys over 6 foot really covering those small guys.
Look at the receiver. Okay, hold on. Just for a second. Look at the size of the receivers just in the AFC West.
Okay.
I mean, it's not a good matchup. It's a matchup you can exploit.
I can see what Drake probably coming from. Okay, the slot guys are the smaller wide receivers. Not no more, not these days. These slot, you got Jamar Chase playing in the slot. You got Jamar, you got Rashee Rice sometimes playing the slot. You got Jefferson sometimes playing the slot. You're gonna have to have guys that's gonna be, that's why you see a lot of people going more taller corners nowadays.
Taller ones to play outside, but it's a rare dude that's like 6'2" or 6'3" that can play effectively in the slot. If you find a guy like that, yeah, absolutely. Because there aren't many humans on the planet that can do that just because of the quickness and just the short area that you're playing in and all the chaos around you. It takes kind of a special human.
I may have a rumor.
Yeah, if you can find a guy that's like 6'2" and can play in the slot, that'd be great.
It's hard to find though. You gotta be short.
I got a tweet from Chris Jones.
There we go.
And all he says is Cam Jordan.
Cam, I believe, is 47 years old.
Cam is a damn dinosaur, man. Like he ain't got nothing left. I'm not.
He had 15 sacks last year.
Man, that dude's old, man. I don't know about
how many sacks he had last year?
I think he had 15 or 16, right? Somebody tell me. Maybe it's 13.
Okay, here we go. Everybody said Cam Jordan. Nah, man, he's funny though. He got good character. He's funny, but them days is over with.
He'd be a great bet.
Great
he could teach Karlaftis and Ashton Galati quite a few things.
And
as a coach on the field,
that's a sad day for the defensive line coach.
Oh God, like do funny though. Like
he's got to do better. He's got to do a much better job.
Do we go ahead? I'll say it after I put this up there. Go ahead.
From that perspective, yeah, who knows if he still wants to play? I'm pretty sure he wanted to, be, as they say, a one helmet guy because he stayed in New Orleans for many years. Beyond, I think he even may have taken a little less money, when he had a market. At this point, that's just a tough deal to bring in an edge rusher at that age to expect any real productivity out of him.
Would you really expect that though? 30 Nick, come on, Nick, 37 years old, man, playing that type of position.
That really goes against anything that the Chiefs, kind of like their team building.
Thank you, John. Philosophy. John picked it up. John said he had 10 sacks. Now I get it. He's 37 years old. Well, Calais Campbell is up there too. Calais had a pretty good season last year.
I think he hit 40.
Yeah.
But no, I don't. Again, there's not a lot of free agents out there that that you're going to find now. That's like a very skilled pass rusher.
I mean, Bosa maybe.
They have their spots and they snaps. They probably have less snaps though, but they do sign them. He probably get less snaps though. He'd be like a third down.
10,000 views in 8 minutes. Chris,
Tariq Woolen friended every one of his boy.
I don't understand that move. I don't understand what happened.
Well, one of his best friends is Walker, and he wants to be friends with his teammates, I guess.
Okay. Cam Jordan, right? If Cam Jordan does come, how many sacks George Karlaftis had last year? Did he have 10? Did George Karlaftis have not George Karlaftis, the other guys, did they have more than 10 sacks?
Nope.
Okay, then. So if I'm the Kansas City Chiefs, if you still producing at a high age,
that's not the question. I think we have.
I'm just saying. I'll just say it. If I'm the Kansas City Chiefs, if he's still performing at a high age, at a high level at his age, and then I'll take the shot. I'll give him a 1 year.
If you put him on passing downs, if he come in at that age on passing downs, then yeah, I can see that. But he's not the same Cam Jordan from old. You know what I'm saying?
We don't need him to be.
Right.
I mean, you put him on third down. I can see.
Well, the question is, can you expect that level of productivity another year older?
Yeah.
But again, the question this should be, Lou. Yeah. The main question should be, do you trust Chris Jones recruiting people? Because the people he recruited,
I don't trust him because he used. I don't trust him because he used a lowercase J in Cam's name.
There you go. There you have it.
That just turned me off right there.
Okay, so let's look at this objectively here. So his stats. So he had.
Well, we're not stat chasing. I think.
Hold on. Let me make my point, and then you can counter me and say whatever you want.
Okay.
So you can counter me. After a very disappointing 2023 and 2024 season where he only had 6 sacks combined, despite playing in 34 games, he came back last year, got 10.5, 2 forced fumbles. Previous to that was 2022, he had 8.5, and 2021 he's 12.5. Again, for me, my only take on this is very simple. Just give me a veteran pass rusher that can work with Karlaftis, can work with Ashton Galati, whoever the Chiefs pick up as a pass rusher. You got a guy who has been very loyal to the Saints his entire career. You got a guy who's been very productive. And at this age, he's found a way to make himself relevant again. And if he gives you 6 or 7 sacks,
he had more sacks than these guys.
It gives you 1 or 2 in the postseason, and they're not using him as an every down guy,
right?
Then they could do some things defensively.
I like that, Nick. I agree. Now I agree with Nick on that. If you got a guy that's coming in, you don't have that veteran on. You don't have that Tomahawk lead. Everybody's going to Tomahawk lead in the offseason, right? But then you got the Tomahawk lead that's going to be in the building every day that's teaching these guys and Kim Jordan. Like,
look at the safety
I would
the
like
Chiefs
that.
just signed.
I would like that. You know what I mean? A guy that's in the building. Is he going to take snaps away from some of the guys? He can show them how they're done. And heck, maybe he comes in and fix Felix. Maybe he comes in and fix Felix, and Felix is a guy to be fixed. So hey, maybe he's that. So I would
have
like
a better chance.
He has spent a lot of his life in New Orleans. He probably has some kind of voodoo magic stuff that he could sprinkle or like maybe a little doll that he can stick some pins in and kind of get things changed up on the D line.
Hey.
Maybe
Hey,
you
Weston
talked me in.
Go ahead. So Weston said the Patriots are known for bringing the older players and getting the most out of them, squeezing the most out of them, which it makes sense. It makes sense.
Weston, it's not like 2000. It's not 2015 anymore.
There you go. Look at Crystal giving us the movie quote, "The Last Dance," with Jordan and with probably Chris Jones, with Travis Kelce. I think it's a great.
It'll be a great cute, Crystal. That's cute. That's cute. That's cute. Yeah.
I think Disney. I think Disney might sign
John
up.
Said people shouldn't crap on Kalafis too much. He does have a postseason sack. He said don't put too much crap.
No, I don't think he had any help.
George,
furious.
He had no help in the pass rushing department last year.
Yeah, Chris Jones.
Chris didn't do that much. Not enough.
Ooh, so Chris getting old, man. He's getting old.
Well,
hey, Hense, number 9, you might get
$1 you're gonna pay for an over 30-year-old player.
Hense, you might get your 9. Banks might be the replacement. You know, Chris Jones. I don't know.
Hey, I put out there, and that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
Smash that beer against your
forehead. Smash that creatine together. Smash that creatine together.
That's the bottom line. Hey, but again, I think what Nick said, that makes perfect sense, right? You got young guys and George Kalafis. You don't have that veteran guy that you got Chris Jones teaching the D tackles, but you don't have that veteran guy that's teaching the pass rush. You have you have Tom Ali in the offseason, but if they had hired Tom Ali in full term as a player term, but I know they got a D-line coach and all that, but it ain't nothing like to have somebody that's playing your same position.
The only thing I would say about that, Hense, is I wait till after the draft. If you didn't fill a spot here or there, he's still hanging. Yeah, maybe
Caleb Banks at 9.
Maybe it turned that way, but I don't think that's something that they have to jump on right here. I mean, there's not going to be a huge market for a 36-year-old or whatever, how old he is, edge rusher. I mean, it just
no.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Wait.
That's not what it's for.
You wait till after the draft, see where you're at, and then if you got space for one.
Come on, Lou. Talk to him, Lou. They're gonna get all about the draft, man. Like after the draft, then Cam Jordan gonna be an afterthought, man.
We'll see.
The FAU is straight doo-doo. Straight doo-doo, man. Nobody damn FAU,
man, come on, man. You just can't say that. So we can say the same thing about Marvin Harrison. Right?
Why is that?
Marvin Harrison.
I know you're taking him for your guy. He's a hometown kid. You like hometown guys. He suck.
I didn't say I was taking him. I said there's opportunity out there that things can change. We've seen this in NFL. We've seen guys that came in year 3 or year 5, kicked off for them.
Trey Hendricks. I think Trey Hendrickson in his first 2 seasons in New Orleans had a total of like 6 sacks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Took him a while.
So I don't know. Now he was playing with Cam Jordan. Maybe Cam was like stealing all his sacks, right?
Whatever. You're Mitchell. You ain't trading for no Marvin Harrison. Chill. My guy will be great this year.
We hope to see that. But what's the moves that you still, instead of the Nick would put out there, that you probably think I think the Kansas City Chiefs probably be open to get, besides the ones you put out there, Nick?
Oh, for me? I mean, it's pretty thin. I mean, the Commanders are pretty much signing some of the guys, almost all the guys that I wanted the Chiefs to get on the third day. So I think it's very, I like the guys that I mentioned earlier. I think they make a lot of sense. Again, my goal for the Chiefs free agency was very simple. Address every one of your needs with at least one player for that position, so it gives you maximum flexibility for the draft. So if they're going to bring Kareem Hunt back on a 1-year deal, then I don't think they're going to. I think they're going to draft another running back. But I think for now, I still worry about the wide receiver room. I still think they could add somebody. What
do you think about if they add Price in somewhere in the draft? The Price.
I would love to have Price. Yeah, that's a great 1-2-3 combination. But either way, I think the Chiefs are carrying 4 running backs next year. So I don't think they're going to give up on Smith.
I think Bashard Smith probably turning into a slot receiver. I think that's what they probably do with him.
They could.
You seen what he's trying to do at running back. You seen what he do there, but they probably turn into a gadget guy like they try to use Kadarius Toney and one of those guys because he got the speed, the hands, and the route ability to do it. So we seen him do it in Miami when he was in college. I'm hoping to see what happens with him as well. So,
yep.
Well, I think he's definitely going to be part of their plans, and that kind of Percy Harvin role where you split him out, give him some carries, some third downs here.
You're talking about Bashard Smith, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Kind of got that Reggie Bush feel, like not really a true running back, but you can play him on the outside.
He's not a true running back.
I mean, come on, Reggie Bush. I'm talking about Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush was, he is what he was.
You're saying that Bernard's
pretty good at USC. I mean, he did a good job.
He took him to the championship. He took him to the championship.
I think he won a Heisman.
He did.
As a running back.
He did. But pretty good. When he got to New Orleans, I don't know what the hell they was doing with him in New Orleans. He was did just about everything. He played the slide.
Oh yeah, they can use him at kickoff returns. We seen what he did on special teams.
Yeah, but didn't they bring Remigio back? I don't know why they brought him back.
That was an interesting one.
I don't know.
I know why they brought him back, to be a gunner. You know what I mean? Because he did good on gunner.
You don't pay a guy $3 million to be a gunner.
I want to see him nowhere near the kickoff.
Was it $3 million for a year?
2.8 million. Yeah, I think. I don't know. I'll have to look.
Yeah, well, Tobe needs players.
Appreciate it, Crystal. Appreciate it.
But it should be interesting to see if they do anything in the veteran receiver market. Juwan Johnson still out there
as a boy.
I don't think they're going to be in the Brandon Ayuk business. I'm trying to think who else had Dubs already signed, but he got good money. Romeo Dubs. Hense is almost as happy as last show.
I will leave it alone.
When the Cards signed Gardner Minshew.
Yeah.
Now the funnier thing is that they may be going into a season with Jacoby Brissett and Gardner Minshew as
you know what though? Honestly, I love Jacoby, man. I love Jacoby. I do, man. I love Jacoby, man.
Rumor has it something went wrong with Jimmy G. So there was, I don't know if they didn't offer him enough money or something, but
something like that. Yeah,
that didn't.
All right, it's official. The new league is here. It is 2026 for the National Football League. Yeah, and all the announcements are flying in.
So we'll see. You just have to make sure you match them up with what we saw earlier in the week.
One player that just got cut by the Minnesota Vikings. Defensive tackle Javon Hargrave and
Jonathan Allen. See, now
I would like that.
I don't know if Tonga kind of precludes that. I mean, Jonathan Allen was like a former first round pick. He was one of those guys in Washington that they like 4 consecutive years they were like first round, either Alabama or somebody or Texas D lineman. And eventually they all left.
Breaking news. I got breaking news, man. But, the Vikings have just released Javon Hargrave.
I just said
that.
Is this not on? Further evidence that he does not listen to anything outside of his own voice.
You know what though? You know what, Luke? Hey, you know what, Lou? I'm doing it for people that just got onto the show. They don't know. People just popped onto the show.
Literally,
so I have to repeat it.
The words had just come out of his mouth.
hey, I'm doing it for people that's down on the show.
It was a little louder. So for the hearing impaired,
thank you.
Translate.
You know, Nick voice was a little lower. I had to put some bass behind it.
You're making my bald spot go crazy. You know that, right?
Oh, Nick has been going crazy. That's all right. That's all right.
Kyler Murray is officially released. He gone.
He going to the Vikings though.
Your boy.
He's going to the Vikings.
Your boy. He's going to lead you to this playoffs. He's going to win a Super Bowl. Nope.
I have faith in him. I have faith in him, man. I did.
Safety Harrison Smith's been cut by the Vikings. Be a lot of good players today available.
So Lou said the power of the storm has officially knocked out his power.
We lost Lou.
Yeah,
no, we did.
But I got back up. So go ahead and keep talking.
Yeah, man. But honestly, what's going on right now with us, man, with Arizona, man, we pretty good, man. Like Jacoby gonna be cool. I think I was more mad at Gardner Minshew because I didn't expect for us to sign him, but he's still decent.
$8 million for a backup.
That ain't bad. Think about it. $8 million. Gardner Minshew is still productive though. He's still productive.
No, he was terrible in Kansas City.
Man, he only had a couple snaps and then the offensive line killed him. That offensive line killed him.
No, he's not. He wasn't good enough. He was a great. I think he was a great signing, good personality for Patrick, but nah.
I think that's one position they still got to address because they don't have a backup. Well, unless they go with Chris Odoke, wherever.
I think they still want him to be the third guy. So a lot of Cam Jordan love on Twitter or on X right now. So we'll see.
That might be the move. Hey guys, and hey, thank you, Chiefs Blitzers, for all the love with my Cardinals. Man, I know y'all believe in them just like I believe in them. I know y'all do.
The Vikings are cutting people.
Yeah, you gotta make room for Kyler Murray. Well, they ain't gonna be paying Kyler Murray for real.
He's not going to excel there. It's just not going to happen.
Why not? You got JJ. You got.
He's not a great starting quarterback in the NFL. He's just not.
I don't know. He is. He just, the system was bad for him. The system.
Come on.
The system.
Come on. The system was catered to him when he got there.
You got Justin Jefferson now. You got Justin Jefferson over there with them, and he's looking for a quarterback. At least they can throw the ball.
Jefferson too. Who knows?
Yeah.
All right, Weston's talking to me. He's got a question. Nick, what's my take on the Bills? Mm-hmm. Well, I'll give you my take on the Bills. I think they still are going to be very challenged. That division is the Patriots now. And the good news is for them, the Jets are going to suck, and the Dolphins are probably going to suck. And so it's going to be a 1-2 race. But I think Buffalo's got a brand new stadium. Josh Allen's older, a little bit older. They have abused this kid by him running the ball so much. It took a toll last year. He played hurt. They made a lot of mistakes in crunch time.
Got breaking news.
I don't like the head coach move. But I think this is a 9-7 team. I don't think they're going to win more than 9 games.
I don't know what happened. Drake, we kind of lost the sound.
Nah, he lost it. My phone was ringing, man. That was a deal behind you.
But we got breaking news. Clyde Edwards-Helaire has reached an agreement with the Arizona Cardinals on a 1-year deal.
No.
He said who did, bro?
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
You want some smoke, didn't you? You want some smoke, didn't you? I know you did. Because listen, our running back room is legit, so I know I ain't tripping. I said, nah, bro.
But again, man.
I paused. I said, what you say again, bro? I said, I got to make sure I wasn't tripping.
We even got a quote from Kenneth Walker. I don't like parties and shit. I like to be out of the way and just grind. That's my boy.
That's a good fit.
He's going to work his
I told you that yesterday. I said he don't monitor nobody. And also follow his YouTube channel. I've been watching it. He just came out like 10 months ago. I've just been watching his stuff on YouTube. You know what I mean? He said things he'd like to eat after the game, after a workout, is Oreos and inside the cup full of milk, smash them up and eat them like ice cream. And other than that, his other hobbies are he's a photographer. He picked up photography He does his own pictures and stuff. He edited his own stuff as well. So, hey, I think the Chiefs got a good thing. And also that at the parade when the Seahawks GM was like, yeah, he's trying to negotiate a contract with me here soon. And he shook his head like, no, I wasn't. In his mouth words like, no, I didn't. Mm-hmm. So that was statement like, hey, I want to be here in Kansas City. So he's gonna be wearing number 9. Like I said,
never a doubt he was coming to the Chiefs. Never one single doubt.
Mm-hmm. So
never.
Hey,
sure.
Dre almost had it with Claude. So Larry Dre thought
I told you to repeat that, bro. I said, now what you say? I said, come on, bro. I already know that was a lie.
All right, Richard. My boy Richard, my neighbor. Sorry, but yes, I said Carter. The Chiefs would go 17-0. But hey, you know what? What can I say? I got 9 wins. I got 9 wins for Buffalo, man. That's all I can tell you. We Richard's one of my best friends. He's a huge Buffalo Bills fan, and we appreciate it.
Okay.
All right, Richard. You're the man.
Hey, listen, they said, like, John and Sam, I was going to snap, bro. My whole face, I was like, I like Clyde. But if we saw another running back in Arizona, I would have snapped. I said, bro, come on now. That don't even make sense, bro.
How would you feel, sir?
Bro, I would have snapped. I would have snapped. I would have went off, bro. I've been like, I like Monty, bro. Another running back?
Wow.
Snap, bro. What a snap.
Oh man, I got breaking news. You ready?
I'm listening this time, guys.
The new ESPN entity in May is going to team up Ian Rappaport and Adam Schefter side by side.
Hey, I like to see that.
Fireworks roll.
Who gonna get the report out first?
Oh my God! Well, I know Adam worked with Chris Mortensen. God rest his soul. One of my favorite people ever.
Yeah.
Very fortunate to meet him a couple of times and talk football with him. But Adam was the young gun, and then Mort was still Mort, and they kind of. But this is going to be great. I mean, as everybody knows, ESPN has bought the NFL side of things, and it's going to be a completely different format in May. And that's going to be post NFL draft. So they both get one more salvo in.
They say, aren't they rivals, man? Now they're coming
together anymore. Like butt cheeks. They're merging.
They coming together like two butt cheeks, man. So,
they're merging together.
Juju is picked up by TikTok. You know what I mean? TikTok has signed Juju.
He made a lot of money with TikTok.
Long-time dancing instructor to be the dancing coach for all the young kids out there. Okay. That want to learn how to do the latest moves. I'll just mess with you.
No, Hense, it is okay because you're telling the truth, sir. The only thing that man did was dance. He got married and he danced. That's it. Nick, he was a dancing receiver. That's what he was. Man.
Hey, he was a great coach on the field. He did his best because they didn't have any big boys.
Until he got smacked around. Until he got smacked around. Yeah,
but what do you see what move that you think Brett Veach, if he does make this Cam Jordan move, I'm thinking it'd be a smart move and
it'd be a logical move.
Get a veteran receiver, get a veteran pass rusher. I mean, you got a big need at cornerback. Maybe take a chance on Diggs and say come in on 1-year prove it deal. He flamed out in Dallas. He flamed out in Green Bay. He's only 27 years old. He's got a ton of talent. I think I said this, before free agency. I didn't want a whole lot of 1-year deals, and so far they really haven't signed any, which is good. They're thinking the next 2 to 3 years the cap's going to go up. They're going to get some contracts off the board. They're going to have close to $100 million in cap space next year. So they're going to be in a really good position when the draft is a whole lot better. I think the draft class in 27 versus 26. But right now, I would get a veteran a veteran pass rusher. Even if it's Bosa, I would take Bosa to come in here and teach these kids how to go between the tackle and the guard instead of trying to constantly get pushed out of the way to try to collapse a pocket on the outside and come back. Excuse me, wide receiver. Maybe bring in the Diggs brothers. I'd be totally fine with that. I think that would be great. But you got to have a little veteran presence, I think, right now. And then you go in the draft and you can do anything you want to. We talked about this today. What we talked about safety. We talked about corner. We talked about wide receiver. We talked about edge. tackle. I mean, there's a whole bunch of ways in which the Chiefs could go. And I think if we're smart, just again, I don't like the 1-year deals. Beat this into the computer here, but give me a veteran corner, a veteran pass rusher, and a veteran wide receiver with no guarantee they can make the roster. Just get them in there working in the OTAs and the mini camps and training camp and see what happens. Because I think the Chiefs have a lot of rebuilding to do on the defense in particular. And they already got a veteran safety. I mean, that was a terrific move. You upgrade from Cook, you get an adult back there who knows what he's doing. He's not the fastest safety. He's not the best safety. He just knows how to manage the back end of the field, which is what Spags wants in him. So he's going to help Jordan Hicks, and he's going to help Shamari Connor, and he's going to help whoever the Chiefs drafted safety, in one of the first picks in the rounds 1 through 3. So again, now it's all about that. If somebody falls, if there's somebody that gets cut here in the next 24 hours, it makes a lot of sense that they can offer a 2 or 3 year deal to. Great. So we don't have the cap numbers yet. It has not been updated, so we don't know where the Chiefs sit. I'm frantically working this, but so far I got nothing. So
I say this. I think Cam Jordan was the sign. I think he bring veteran leadership and he bring good depth to the D line. I think he'd be a spark for the defensive line. You know what I'm saying? Like they signed him to a 1-year deal. I'm fine with that. I'm definitely fine with that. Brandon Ayuk is a free agent right now. I like Brandon Ayuk too. He's young. Yeah. He's explosive, but he come with some baggage. I get that. They all do. Days come with baggage, but I believe Brandon Ayuk to me would be a good fit, like for Kansas City. He got attitude, and my man's so underrated. He's so underrated, man.
I like him. I mean, he's got some issues they have to work on. So, Kirk Cousins is officially released. If the Chiefs are looking for a cheap backup,
Kirk Cousins to me will be a legit solid backup quarterback for the Chiefs.
Breaking news: the Bengals, Ravens still suck. The Chiefs are still on the move. They're still making moves.
Did you see the odds change for the Super Bowl winner and division winner?
What?
Mm-hmm. After they signed Kenneth Walker III, they were the most active in the 3 betting lines for division winner, AFC champion, and Super Bowl winner.
Mm-hmm.
No team moved all 3 of those slots better than the Chiefs.
So Kenneth Walker made that much of an impact for them to say the Chiefs was going back to this.
Oh, well, arguably. Again, they're going to use him. They're going to use him the right way. They're basically redesigning their entire run game for this guy.
And don't forget Tyreek Hill probably still going to sign with the Chiefs.
I expect Tyreek Hill to sign sometime in May.
I think that's going to be a done deal there.
That's not the veteran I want, though.
I would. I'd take Tyreek. I'll take Tyreek Hill on a gimpy leg over every wide receiver we got on the roster right now.
Well, we don't know when Tyreek's going to be ready. I haven't heard anything that says he's not running side to side. He's still winning his brace. So we'll see. But listen, I think the Chiefs have accomplished the majority of their goals with the money that they had available. I think they cut all the guys they needed to cut. They've restructured, a lot of contracts so far. They're going to probably restructure a couple more. I like all the free agent signings. There's not one I don't like. I mean, last year we were kind of like waiting for those inevitable 1-year deals and 1-year deals and 1-year deals. And we didn't seem to be too thrilled about any of them. Mm-hmm. And they had a clear plan. They had a longer offseason, and they knew exactly what they needed to do. And so they have plugged holes. They've created competition and depth. And again, now what are they going to do in the draft? Who knows? What other deals are they going to make? I mean,
I don't know that. I know
they can just cut 3 guys making over $55-60 million. So, you're going to have some really good players available today that the Chiefs, could go after.
I know the first game in the NFL better be the Chiefs versus Seahawks.
Nope. It's going to be Chiefs are going to open in Buffalo in their new stadium. Book it. 100%.
Oh,
and CBS is going
to set the tone again, man.
CBS is going to win the rights for that game. Absolutely.
We'll see, though. We will definitely see. But honestly, though, I just feel like the Chiefs just need a veteran presence at
whatever job
position.
We love you, John.
He wants Tyreek Hill in a walking cast, running routes. I don't know. But look, all the receivers that's free agents right now or got baggage with them.
Would you take a Diggs?
Who would I take?
Would you take Diggs?
No.
If you're the Chiefs, no.
You wouldn't take the corner? You wouldn't take Trail?
Jennings is still out there from 49ers, right?
Who's that? Jennings?
Yeah,
Jennings. I like Jennings tormented the Chiefs. You know, Kathy's right. I would love to see him, but that's not a guy you signed to a 1-year deal. You know, that's a 2 or 3 year deal. So
I'm sold on AJ Brown, man.
Oh, please.
I'm sold on AJ.
I'm not giving
Brown.
up. I'm not giving that up.
I would never give up on AJ Brown, man. Come to the kingdom. Come to the kingdom.
Yeah.
Because he's a bully, man. Like he be bullying these little receivers. He be bullying these little DBs. He be bullying them and shit. I like that. Bully them. That's what the Chiefs don't have, a bully. They don't have a bully out there. Bully, yeah. And he read books too. And he very smart too. Yeah.
What about Kirk Cousins? The Chiefs, I said they need is corners and they need a backup quarterback. Because we don't know what if they don't sign on like a backup quarterback, we know Patrick Mahomes. They say he's going to be ready by training camp. But I think they still need a veteran backup quarterback, or they got all them what how many 5th round draft picks they got? 4 or 5?
They got 4 right now.
They got 4 5th round draft picks. Send the one over there to the Colts. Get Anthony Richardson. Bring him in here. He's on his rookie contract. He's young. You bulker him up. You see what you got in him. You know what I mean? So if I'm the Chiefs, I'm making that move. And also, maybe they still, I know they came out and said Brian Thomas Jr. is not available. Then they came out again and said he is available.
He's available. And so is Maxx Crosby.
So would you, like I said, like I put out that hypothetical tweet yesterday, somebody said, I'm dumb, you know what I mean? I said, did you read? You got to read. It said hypothetical. If it is out there, you know what I mean? Would you give up that 29th pick for Maxx Crosby and trying to fit him in there for that contract?
I would give up the 29 in that 3 they got from the Rams for Crosby. And I don't think the Rams are going to get any more than that.
No, Raiders.
I mean the Raiders, sorry. The Raiders aren't going to get any more than that.
Sam said, "What do the Eagles want for AJ? Shoot,
they want
Chiefs. Give up the ninth pick, Chiefs. Give up the ninth pick, Chiefs. Get AJ.
Hell no.
Give the ninth pick for AJ.
Hense fired as the GM immediately if you gave that up.
Hense, would you do it? Give up your ninth pick for AJ?
No.
Why not?
No.
He's smart.
He's old. I want. He's older. Yeah. I want to do that.
AJ's old, man.
I'm just saying, I like him, but I won't give up that 9th pick. No. Then you gotta get
no receiver out there draft is better than AJ.
Yes, it is.
Who?
Don't you ever look over Denzel Boston like that, sir?
Man, I will. Denzel Boston, he been dogging in college.
I think he's gonna be one of them. But other than that, man, fireable offense. Like Sam said, that's a fireable offense, coach.
Sam, what are you talking about, Sam? I know you'll take AJ in your heart and your soul. You'll take AJ. I get it, Sam. I get it.
But other than that, man, we want to thank everybody for joining in. For the show today. We probably gonna be back. I got Friday. I got things to handle, so we probably be back. Monday, or we're gonna be coming on Thursday. I had to keep you guys updated.
Yeah, we'll let you know. We may try to do something tomorrow. If not, maybe Saturday or Monday. It just kind of depends. We've all got life stuff going on. Check out chiefsblitz.com. We'll have all the latest articles and content up. Yes, if we have breaking news, we'll do our best to get it out there. We want to thank you guys for joining in. Please hit the subscribe button on YouTube if you haven't already did. And also Lou lost power, so he will be back in. So Monday. So with that said, guys, y'all have a good rest of your day. Stay tuned to our social media accounts where we'll be posting all the updated news if the Chiefs sign anybody. There you go.
All right, guys.
Peace out, everybody. Appreciate y'all.
Loyal to the team, every victory we slay. Chiefs Blitz podcast where the real fans unite. Every touchdown scored, we ignite the night. From tailgate chatter to post-game debate, we love our Chiefs, yeah, it's never too late.